Okay, so the Black Friday update is finally here, and this is what the menu looks like. You can see that they added the Megawar plush thing right off the bat, and we don't have everything yet. We don't have the albino remodel. You can see it's still the same, but we do have a couple of new skins. So I just wanted to show you guys the actual prices of the skins before we get into it. So let's start off with the Alpha Kaiju Spinosaurus, which costs 56,000 DNA, which is kind of expensive. It's like affordable at least. The one you should be worried about is the Isisauriraptor. I'm just going to call it the iRaptor from now on because I cannot pronounce this. It's going to cost 200,000, which is pretty expensive. You can see I can't even really like if I bought this thing, I'm not buying anything else. So I don't even know if I want to buy this skin. But yeah, it does look pretty good. And then next we have the Nightmare Before Cretaceous Dilophosaurus, which is, of course, 45,000. And then we have the Kaiju Spinofaarus, and this costs 45,000. This is not so bad. And finally, the Pitch Black Dolichomalosaurus, which is at 120,000. Combined, that's a total of this amount of DNA, which is a lot, I'd say. So you're probably not going to be able to afford everything here. Surprisingly, there's no skins for SDNA, so I guess you could just invest it all in the limited egg right here. You can see they reduced it down to 1,000 SDNA, and you can win any skin in here, really. I personally don't want to do this because, like, you can see this is the whole list. They have some good stuff, but they also have some not so great stuff. You know, for the sake of the event, I'm going to do one spin right here, right now. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Okay, this is not the greatest spin ever, Kaiju Helicoprion, but, you know, I'll take it, I guess. Alright, here we have the Alpha Kaiju Spinosaurus skin, and this thing actually looks pretty much the same as I remember the leaks. It's obviously based off of Godzilla, Godzilla 2014 to be exact. You can tell by the way of the spikes, and the model actually looks pretty unique in that it's kind of blocky. You can see all the angles, especially like on the chest and on the fingers. It reminds me of the Dinosaur arcade sort of style of skins. But yeah, the idle animation, it just kind of stands there like this. Okay, let's check out the walking animations now. I like how the tail kind of flicks as it's walking. And here is the run animation, which looks like this. And before we do anything else, let's try to hear the roars. I'm assuming it's going to be the Godzilla 2014 roars. That was interesting. They definitely changed the roars to like original sounds, I guess. But also it kind of sounded like the original Godzilla 2014 roar, like the long version. Pretty sure this is based off of this scene right here. Yeah, that was really cool. I think they edited the sound a bit to avoid copyright reasons. Alright, next let's hear the call. Okay, the call was actually pretty short. That sounded more like a growl, but let's hear it again. And now let's hear the growl. One more time. Yeah, so all these sound effects are obviously custom, and they fit pretty well for this model. Now let's check out the swim animations. This is going to be the normal swim, which is like this. Very similar to how Godzilla would swim, only like the tail moves, nothing else. Now if we sprint swim, the mouth cracks open a bit, and the tail moves a little faster, it looks like. Now the swim up and swim down, it's kind of just basically the normal swim animation, except for it tilts upwards and it tilts downwards. No variation between sprint swimming up or down. Alright, now let's check out the attack animations. This is the normal attack. Okay, so it does like a swipe, a bite. Is that all the animations? Okay, it looks like it alternates between arms. Sometimes it uses the right arm, sometimes it uses the left. Alright, now let's check out the AoE. Oh! Okay, I was not expecting that. I thought it was just gonna do like a tail swipe, sort of like this move Godzilla uses on Male Muto. But that was like, it does like the whole beam thing. I guess it's similar to how Kaiju Soro does like a beam on its AoE animation. Also, it seems like the back spines don't glow when it does that. Yeah, the back spines don't glow during the AoE animation, which is kind of interesting. Maybe they just didn't feel like adding the effects to it. And another thing with the Kaiju Spino you'll notice is that it has no thirst bar. So I'm assuming they made it like that because it's like Godzilla where it has gills, so it can actually breathe underwater. It's like the Kaiju Titano. I think Kaiju Berry also has this. I'm not sure if the normal Kaiju Spino has it though. Alright, now let's check out the eat animation. Okay. This is pretty basic, it just like chomps down on the food, swallows it. Alright, next up we have the Nightmare Before Cretaceous Dilophosaurus. And I'm pretty sure this is the Halloween skin that wasn't finished in time, so they released it for Black Friday. And obviously this is based off of Nightmare Before Christmas. I think the main character, Jack, looks sort of like this. And here is the idle animation. It kind of just stands there. I was expecting it to do something with the present during the idle animation, but not really much is going on that I can tell. The walk animation is pretty interesting because this dino doesn't actually have feet, it just has pegs at the end of its legs. So the animation looks like it makes it look weightless, like it's gliding over the terrain. Same thing goes with the run animation. I really like the way the tail moves since it has these multiple swirls coming from the tail. Alright, now let's check out the attack animations. So this is the normal attack, okay. Is there only one attack animation? It looks like there's only one attack animation where it just swipes with its left arm. Oh, wait. That's part of the idle. It opens the present and looks inside. What was in the box? Let's see. Oh, it's like a smiley face or whatever. Alright, now let's check the AoE. Okay, so it looks like it's like slamming the present. Okay, not bad animations. Alright, next let's hear the roars. This is the R roar. Oh, okay, interesting. The mouth is actually sealed shut. It doesn't just look like it, so the mouth does not move. I like how they added these things for the neck frill though. Okay, now let's check out the call. Oh, I did not expect that. They were call sounded more like a laugh. Okay, now the growl. That sounded like a shriek. Alright, now let's check out the eat and drink animations, starting with the drink. The drink is pretty basic. It kind of just like moves its head like this. It looks like the present kind of shifts in its hands a little bit when it's drinking. Alright, now the eat animation. Okay, yeah, the eat animation is definitely very different. The neck kind of like snaps while it's eating. Or it looks like it does. Very interesting eat animation. Okay, just to be sure, let's check out the swim animation to see if there's anything interesting going on. Not really. It just kind of has like a normal swim animation. I thought for sure it was gonna hold the present above the water to stop it from getting wet or something like that. Alright, and here we have the Kaiju Spinofaarus, which is based off of Shin Godzilla. And right now we are in the adult model since mine was already elder. I'm sure there are different animations for the other stages too, but for right now, we might have to rock with the adult model. So we can see the idle animation. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that was part of the idle animation. Dang. Okay, they really went all out for this guy's idle animations, like shaking it all over, like scratching its head too. Does it just keep doing this for the idle? I guess so. But yeah, they did a lot of work for the animations and the models for this guy. And here is the walk animation on land. It's kind of slow Or yeah, it's really slow actually. Okay, that looks a little bit better. The animation looks fine, it's just that the model feels a little weird. And the sprint animation looks like this. Not bad. And now let's check out the attacks. Oh yeah, it's doing the thing again. Okay, so there's the bite. Alright, is there any other attack animation? There's like a head swipe. The nose swipe. Oh wait, there's 3? Was that another one? Are there 4 attack animations on this guy? Yeah, wow. Very well done animations. Now let's check out the AoE. Okay, I did not really expect that. Maybe I should, because it seems like the AoE of all the kaiju skins does the beam thing. And it even has like the tail that Shin Godzilla has, which is a very cool detail. And it looks like the skull is of the Spinosaurus, or I guess in this case the Spinofaarus, since they do share the same skull. Yeah, wow, like the back spines turn pink, just like in the movie too. That's pretty cool. Alright, now I feel like we gotta showcase the swimming animations now. So this is the idle swim. The swim forward, which looks like this. The tail moves a bit. It does still have the oxygen bar, as you can see here, so it's not quite the same as Alpha Kaiju Spino. The sprint swim animation looks like this. The flippers start moving, and it seems like the tail wags a bit more. The swim up and down animations are pretty similar. It seems like the up one has the flippers move a little more, while the down, the head tilts down too. And I think the attack animations are about the same in the water. You could check out the AoE too. Oh no, I was wrong. This is why we check. Okay, the AoE animation in water, it does a tail swipe. While on land, it does the beam. Okay, very interesting. Alright, now we gotta check out the roars. This is the R roar. Okay, that was pretty cool. Let's hear it again. Okay, and now the call. Okay, well, they did a really good job for the animations on this model and the sound effects. And now finally the growl. One more time. Yeah, that is very impressive. Now let's check out the eat and drink. This is the drink animation. Even the drink animation, I feel like they do a little extra on it. Like the mouth opens a bit more. You can tell it like splits open, just like Shin Godzilla's does. Okay, now for the eat animation. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that looks pretty good too. So yeah, that's about it for all of the Kaiju Spinofaarus' animations, at least in the adult stage. I'm sure they have a lot more animations in the baby and juvenile stages. Alright, next up we have the pitch black dolly, and this is what it looks like. I really like how they made the model different from the default dolly, and it looks like a few of the animations are different too. I'm pretty sure this idle swim animation that's playing right here is different from normal dollies. It also looks a little bigger because of the tail fin right here. So this is the swim animation, which looks like this. I'm not sure if this is any different from normal dollies. We'll have to check on that later. And here is the sprint swim animation, which actually I'm pretty sure this is the same or similar to the default dollies. Alright, now let's check out the swim up and swim down animations. So this is actually a custom animation. It's different from normal dollies because I remember that normal dolly, when you swim down, it does like the 360 turn sort of thing, which isn't happening right now. So these are definitely new animations. Next up, let's go on land. So this is the idle land animation. It kind of just like sits there. I think this might be a different pose than normal dolly, or maybe it just looks like it because of the long tail. But it doesn't really do much in this animation. The walk animation is something like this, which I'm pretty sure this is about the same as normal dolly. And the sprint animation looks like this. It's interesting how it has its tongue out when it's sprinting. Alright, next up we have the attack animations. This is the normal attack. Okay, so one of them is a head swipe. It goes both ways, it looks like. I think there might be another. Okay, yeah, the other animation is the bite. And I'm pretty sure this is just the same as normal dollies. Alright, next up we have the AoE. Okay, so it rears up and does sort of a slam with both of its front arms, I guess. Interesting animation. I think this is different from normal dolly for sure. Alright, let's see if there's any variation in the water. So this is the normal attack. Yeah, this looks about the same. The bite and the head swipe. Yep, and the AoE. Okay, so the AoE animation does differ in the water. It does like an arm swing with the right arm instead of the slam. That's a nice detail. Okay, next up, let's check out some of the roars. This is the normal roar. Okay, so yeah, this is different roars, sound effects, and animations from normal dolly. Let's hear it one more time. Okay, next up we have the call. Did it just wink at me when I did the call animation, or was that just part of the idle? It looks like during the call animation, the right eye actually like blinks and the left one doesn't. Never mind, maybe that was just a coincidence with the idle animation. Alright, next up we have the growl. Let's hear that again. Yeah, these are definitely custom sounds and custom animations. Alright, next up we have the E animation. This is going to be the underwater version of the E animation. Okay. It kind of like opens its mouth. It still does the tongue flick. Yeah, when it eats in underwater. I wonder if there's any variation from when we eat on land. Okay, so here we are on land. And the animation looks more or less the same. It still moves its tongue, it opens its mouth a bit. I guess it looks a little different because the rest of the body isn't really moving. Alright, so here we have the Isisauriraptor, however you pronounce this thing. And this is, of course, a Megavore skin. And this is what the model looks like in-game. It looks pretty good, about the size I expected it to be. And here's basically the idle animation. It just stands there for the most part, but sometimes it does do this sitting down animation. I don't know why it's not doing it, like it was doing it a lot earlier before. Let's check out some of the animations. So this is the walk animation. It goes down on all fours like this. And the run animation, it actually only uses its hind legs, just like I think Hothead Megavore also does this. Okay, yeah, like look at this. It's sitting down right now. And that's part of the idle animation, I believe. Now let's check out some of the attacks. So this is the normal attack. I think it has 3 different animations. It has the head swipe both ways. And then it has a bite. Oh, it has like the arm thing, which is kind of weird. Let's see that again. It like uses its, okay, it has the bite. And there's one more animation that I believe we didn't see yet. Let's try to get it to show here. I'm pretty sure there's a 3rd attack animation over here. It's just like really rare or something. Yeah, like that. It used its arm to like, I don't know why it's trying to sit down now. Yeah, now it's doing the arm attack animation. That one right there. Now the AoE. Okay, the AoE, it like does like a head swipe thing and the tail moves a little bit. See it again. Yeah, I was expecting something else for the AoE, but this looks pretty good too. Let's see it one more time. Yeah, not bad. Alright, now let's check out the swim animations. So, this is a Megavore skin, and it can swim unlike the Apex Hothead. And this is what it looks like when it's idly in water. It kind of just sits like this. And when it's actually swimming, it moves its arms and legs like this. And you can tell this thing really is the Isisauriraptor, or the classic Megavore skin, because it has like the raptor claw on its toe, just like the actual skin. And when you sprint swim, the legs stop moving, the tail swings a little more. It does this sort of doggy paddle thing with its arms, which is kind of weird, but still looks pretty good. And the swim down animation, it kind of just tilts its body and only moves its arms. Swim up, same thing really, but it's like tilted up instead. There's no variation between sprint swim up and sprint swim down. It's kind of just the same thing. And now let's check out the drink animation. Oh, okay, never mind. I did not see this before. This is also part of the idle animation, by the way. You kind of just discover new parts of the idle when using this dino. But anyway, let's check out the drink animation. Okay, so it just bends down and drinks. It's a pretty fast animation for a drink too. You could like kind of, every time you click, it does this animation. Alright, now for the eat animation. It kind of also bends down like that and starts to like, the animation's definitely different from the drink though. Alright, now finally let's check out the roars. This is the R roar. Does that, and let's see it again. In this roar, you can really see how much layers of teeth it has inside its mouth. And you can see the eyes also blink individually. Reminds me a lot of that giant dragon from How to Train Your Dragon. It was called like the Red Death, right? Alright, now let's see the call. Okay, that was the call. Let's hear it one more time. So it kind of like rears up more for the call. These are all custom sound effects, by the way. Default Megavore does not have these. Or at least the current default doesn't. Maybe the new one will. Alright, now here is the growl. Pretty cool. Let's see it again. One more time. Yeah, that's about it for all the animations of the new Isisauriraptor skin. I don't really agree with the prices, but it is a pretty cool looking skin. Alright, those are all the new skins they added this Black Friday, and if you want to get all of them, you're gonna need about this much DNA, which most people probably don't even have close to. So tomorrow, or on November 30th, we should be getting the Albino Terror remodel, as well as the Pitch Black Terror remodel, which we haven't seen yet. And the day after that, which should be December 1st, we'll be getting the Megavore remodel. And after that, on the 3rd of December, the Black Friday event will be ending. So definitely try to get your DNA in as fast as you can. But yeah, that's about all the new skins we're getting. Hope you guys like the new skins, and I'll see you all in the next one.